Hey guys, Jimmy D here. I'm filling in for the student council president today because his internet came down. What's up, guys? Jimmy D here. I'm filling in for the student council president today because his internet came down with the coronavirus. But check out what I got. I got the pizza because it's Pizza Friday. This is a little bit harder than I thought, so there's gonna be some editing done, but just a little bit. The first thing that I wanted to talk about, since Ronnie has the coronavirus, is what masks can actually do for you. So this research was put together by Lex Fridman. He is a research scientist in the field of AI and deep learning at MIT. I can show you the research. Let's see. So these are all the studies that he went over, and then he also put together this little PowerPoint. This is just a general overview. Basically, the question that was asked was, is the coronavirus airborne? Most scientists say yes, but some say no, so there's not really a consensus yet. Do masks work? Yeah, all masks seem to work. It's not seem to. All masks do work. Cloth masks and surgery masks are used as source control, which means that it basically, if you have the coronavirus, it protects others from you, and N95 respirators work for protecting you from others' infections, but it is recommended that you save these for the healthcare workers, because you can just make your own mask out of cloth. The cloth masks and the surgical masks are used to protect other people from you if you have the virus. But if you're in California right now, then if you're going outside, you have to have a mask, or else you can get a fine. Okay. So some other things that I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to talk about some movies that I've seen recently. There's Marriage Story, The Occupant, and The Lighthouse. Marriage Story is about this couple who's going through a divorce. The characters are Kylo Ren and the Black Widow. This movie's really good because the characters are really fleshed out. They're really grounded. None of them are perfect characters, but they do seemingly have very good communication, but as they go through their divorce, their communication sort of falls apart as they talk to, their friends and other parties and stuff. The Occupant was a lot like Parasite. If you haven't seen Parasite, Parasite is about this family that slowly overtakes the house of this very rich couple through manipulation and deceit. The Occupant is similar in the sense that it's sort of this rich family who is being deceived by this man who wants to basically take everything that they have. The movie's in Spanish, but the cinematography is really good. It's a very pretty movie. If you should watch it. If you liked Parasite, then you'll like this movie. The Lighthouse is really weird. I like the movie, but it doesn't seem like there's much to it. It's just sort of a story. It's really strange. It's with William Dafoe and James Patterson. They both act really well. The acting is actually really good. The dialogue is really good. All the scenes and cinematography is really pretty. It's just, man, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it because it's so strange. Alright. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is Discipline and Punish by Michel Foucault. It is a genealogy of the power of the sovereign. being exercised excessively through the spectacle of punishment, to the sovereign exercising power more discreetly through discipline. Basically, it goes from systems of government using their power to punish and using it as a spectacle and using it very excessively in order to control the individual. But this power shifts from the public spectacle of punishment and very excessive use of it to a more discreet use through discipline. So when the sovereign wields power very obviously, as in the public spectacle of punishment, then the individual can challenge the power very easily. So like, if there's a public execution and the man is being hanged, sometimes if he survives the hanging or if he falls off or something happens, then that's seen as like a sign that he's not guilty or he's innocent or something like that. And so the sovereign had to actually put it in words, until hanged until death. This is why it leads to very brutal tortures, because in order to maintain power, the sovereign has to wield it very obviously and very excessively. But when power is mixed very discreetly with discipline, when the sovereign is this panoptical force that's measuring every aspect of the individual will self-discipline to fit the standard, basically. So for example, in a school, the individual is measured on every aspect of their grades, through everything that they do, and everything is ordered and there's no time wasted. So the individual has a 45-minute class, and then 5 minutes to get to the next class, and then another 45 minutes class, and then 5 minutes to get to the next class, and no time is wasted, and everything is disciplined and orderly. This is so the individual can discipline and manage themselves, because they feel like there's a panoptical force that's measuring every single aspect and every action that they take. That's all I can say about this book for now. It's really good. I recommend that you guys read it. Probably nobody's gonna read it. But yeah, if you haven't seen these movies, Marriage Story, The Occupant, The Lighthouse, definitely watch them. They're very good. The Occupant is very good if you like Parasite. If you haven't seen Parasite, you should definitely watch that movie too. Discipline and Punish. Check it out at least. Watch some videos if you don't want to read it. There's no audiobook, but it's free online. You can find the book. And if you go outside, definitely wear a mask. All the masks work. They do protect you. If you go outside, definitely wear a mask. The cloth and surgical masks protect other people from you if you have the virus, and the N95 respirators will protect you from other people if they have the virus, but it's recommended that you use a surgical mask or your homemade cloth mask. I could put all the research in the description, and everything was put together by Lex Fridman, not me. That's it. Thanks.